When I was in high school, my life centered around basketball. I woke up thinking basketball, went to sleep thinking basketball. I was being courted by several colleges. I had several scholarships lined up. The future was looking real good. And when my brother got arrested, it destroyed my dreams. It was like a thunderstorm, a cloud just came right over my head. Everybody know who the first person in the world is. If I say who was the first person to go to the moon, you'll say Neil Armstrong. Who knows Timothy Wilson Spencer? When I look at this picture, I see a methodical, calculated criminal that stole people's lives. And it's time for me to speak my truth on what I went through as a person. And being the brother of Timothy Wilson Spencer. Growing up, it was my mom and my brother. We don't have too many pictures together. This is my brother and myself. We're 9 to 10 years apart. He's a proud big brother. And I was proud that he was proud to be my big brother. This picture showed me that we had potential to be a great family. Don't nobody know why he did what he did. We can speculate, but no, he the only one that knows why. One day I was outside playing with one of my friends and I heard a round, like, yeah, another thud. And we looked, and I saw one of my brother's friends throwing rocks. The rocks kept flying around, and I looked. And one of them hit me, like, right under the eye. Split me to the white meat. I was gushing blood, and I run inside, I'm crying.
Mom, Travis, baby, what happened? Oh my God.
So we try to bandage it up a little bit.
Let me see my hand.
Mom, like, what happened? I'm like, Tim's friend threw a rock and it hit me under the eye, and my brother comes in. Hey, what happened? He looks at me, he's like, what the hell happened to your eye? What happened, man? Somebody hit you?
It was one of your friends.
And I said, one of your friends threw a rock and it hit me. And he was like, which one? And I told him who it was. All right. Hey, look, you'll be all right, little bro. I'll be back.
Look up here, Mommy.
And he said, don't worry about it. I'll handle that for you. The next day, I'm walking to the bus stop and that friend comes up to me and says, hey, little Spencer.
Yo, dude, wait.
Travis, I apologize for throwing that rock and hitting you in the eye yesterday.
I'm so sorry about yesterday. Are you okay?
As he's telling me this, I'm looking at him. I'm like, you got a black eye too? Wow, you got a big one.
What happened to you?
Nothing.
I stood there and I was like dumbfounded that he had a black eye. Later on that day, my brother said that he apologized. And I was like, yes, he did. He said, I told you I'll handle that for you.
Are we good?
Yeah, we're good.
That's situation right there had me feeling special. I was his little brother, and he didn't want to see me hurt. That was a good feeling as a young kid, knowing somebody has your back. I remember I saw him about to go outside, and I was like, hey, Tim, can I come hang with you today? And usually he'll say no, but I would always ask. And this day he was like, yeah, come with me. His friends just started coming out and, hey, what's up? And before you know it, it was maybe 3 to 5 of us just walking around and stumbled across a couple of stray cats. And they tied the pillowcase up. And they laughing and giggling about it. And they started throwing rocks at the pillowcase with the cat in there.
No, don't do that. Get off.
That was too much. I just had a bad feeling and I walked off. A couple of days later, it came out that they set that pillowcase on fire with that cat in there. I had friends come up and say, hey man, you know your brother set a cat on fire? I confronted him. He said it wasn't him. But a lot of the things that he said he didn't do, apparently he did. And I'm here to tell people, don't overlook anything. Question everything. I remember the first time Timothy went to juvenile detention. It was for breaking and entering our own house. My mom and my mom's boyfriend and I, we go out and get something to eat. Upon our return, we saw that our back window was broken. Hello? We've been robbed. Somebody's been in here. But we look around the house. We didn't see anything out of the ordinary. And we was trying to figure it out. And my mom went straight to the money drawer and saw that all the money was gone. They took the $1,500 that my mom and my mom's boyfriend were saving. And only 4 people knew where that stash was.
Anybody home?
So my brother comes home.
How was it?
We asked him if he had touched it, and of course he denied it.
Where's the money?
I don't know what you're talking about. I just got here.
He's saying he doesn't know what happened. He doesn't know what happened to the money.
This was for you and your brother.
I told you I didn't do anything.
I felt betrayed. Like, how can you steal from us? I mean, they worked hard to put that money there for us.
Where is it?
I got nothing to say.
I was like, wow. That's the first time I actually saw no empathy, lack of respect for authority. We reported it, so he got arrested. He was in the juvenile detention center for...
This had nothing to do with me.
Police come banging on the door with a search warrant. That's when things started to take a change. This is a picture of my brother Timothy, aka Sport Coat. That was his nickname, Sport Coat. You put a sport coat on, you feel cool. It was cool like that. By this time, he was in and out of jail, in and out of juvie. It started when he got arrested for breaking and entering. He was taking collector's items, coins and souvenirs and things like that, things that had a value to it, that were pawnable. He would come home for maybe 3 or 4 months, violation, back in. That was his pattern. But I was still optimistic that one day he would leave that trouble in them streets and all. I thought in order to bond with somebody, you have to be like them. But when I got caught stealing, Tim's reaction was not what I was expecting. The police dropped me off at the house, and my mom opened the door up, and I'm laying in the bed, with my chest swole, waiting on my brother to come in so I could tell him the good news. Like, yeah, I stole something. It's our bonding moment. And he comes in, and then he says to me, Mom told me you've been stealing. I was like, yeah.
Man, you ain't spoiled, man. What the hell is the matter with you, man?
I'm thinking he's gonna say something like, good job, or that's my little brother. And he looks at me with total disgust, like, don't do it.
You can't do the same things I'm doing.
I thought you'd be proud of me.
He's telling me, don't hurt Mom, don't steal, don't do anything to have her crying.
You got moms all upset.
Play sports, man. I know you're good. You got it. Just play sports. Don't do the things I did. Do the right thing, Travis.
You're better than this.
That meant a lot. That meant everything. He sensed that it was something special in me, and he articulated that. It changed my life.
Now stick to what you're good at. Basketball.
That's one of the fondest moments. Didn't want to disappoint him, and didn't want to disappoint my mom. So, I live to not disappoint my mom. Maybe if he did that, I'd still be here today. I think he was committing those trespassing charges because he was perfecting his craft. He was learning from each episode that he had to not reduplicate that mistake. He gets locked up again for trespass. So he calls from the jail.
Hello?
Travis, I need you to hide those Bootsy glasses.
They're upstairs in my closet. You need to go get them now.
They were very expensive sunshades, circle glasses with stars in them, and they were filled with diamonds. These glasses was at least a couple of $1,000. I heard the fear in his voice.
You need to calm down.
No, you need to listen. The cops are coming right now.
Like, throw them in the trash, hide them, do whatever you gotta do. The police cannot find these glasses. I was like, no.
You want me to get in trouble too?
I knew those phone calls were recorded. He's telling me to basically be a conspirator. You're just as guilty if you do that. And I just couldn't do it.
You have to do this right now. Get off the phone and go.
I gotta go. The cops are here.
Police come banging on the door with a search warrant.
Is your mother home?
And I told him where the glasses were. I didn't feel like I betrayed him because he told me to do the right thing. They pressed charges, and he was in there for, I think, a year. He learned his lesson from that one. He learned never to have your goods laying around. Stash them somewhere outside or whatever, but don't have them in the house. After he got out, that's when things started to take a change. It was Thanksgiving, and we always would have Thanksgiving at my grandmother's house. But as a whole family being there, my brother was always locked up during Christmas, so Thanksgiving time.
Yes, honey. Okay. We miss you and we love you.
So this one particular incident, we're talking on the phone, and everybody's like, hey, how you doing, Tim? But crazy, remember when they had that bird?
I still can't believe what he did to that bird.
It's like, bird? One of my mom's friends had a parakeet, and she asked my mom to look after the parakeet for her. Tim got a hold of the parakeet, and the parakeet ends up dead. I was like, really? And then they go on to stories about gerbils.
Yeah, but ain't nothing compared to the gerbil.
Why you gotta bring that up?
Another time, Timothy was upset with a family member. just happened to own a gerbil. He decided to kill the gerbil.
Stuffing push pins in that gerbil's eyeballs? That's sick.
The gerbil was found with pins pushed all the way through the eyeballs, the nose, the head, just every angle.
Push pins.
I was disturbed. Thoughts of evil ran through my mind. For you to hold a gerbil and push pins through a head, nose, eyes, ears, while holding it and listening, there's something wrong mentally. I think the squealing, the struggle part is what really fascinated him. And if you look at it, that was pretty much how the victims were. They were tortured. They struggled for their lives. He's in total control. I was crying and then choked me and I couldn't cry no more. Some days I thought maybe he should have just killed me.
Please, please.
Wow, mugshot. This is one of the notorious mugshots that they always use. That, you know, whenever they speak of my brother, they bring this shot up. He's going to jail for trespassing here. But there could be a body out there. You never know. It looked like he's crazy in that picture. He looked like he's happy to be there. It seemed like every time he would get locked up, he would come out a little more aggressive and a little more physical. That's when I became the guinea pig. He started. I don't know where he was hiding. I just know he was going to the bathroom and he popped out of nowhere with a stocking over his face and a knife and put it to my throat. And then, you know, I was against the wall. And I couldn't cry, I couldn't do nothing. I was just stuck.
Please, please.
After about 5 seconds, I just started laughing. Like, oh, you was scared, what? Like, yeah, I was scared. Absolutely.
Aren't you good, didn't I?
You can't be scaring me like that, man. I don't like being scared like that. And he thought it was a joke. He definitely got a nice rush off of seeing me startled. And once he saw that I was startled, they became more frequent, more aggressive, and more physical. During the summer break, my brother and I would spend a lot of time alone together. My mom worked from 7 in the morning to approximately 7 or 8 at night. I would walk the house to make sure I was home alone. Open the bathroom door, and he in there. This time, he would throw me on the bed and take that stocking cap that he had on his head and use that as literature. Real methodical. It happened so fast. It's like he had a way to do it. Wrap your hands, push you on the bed, wrap with your feet. There was a look in his eyes. There was no talking to him at that point. He was gone, and in his eyes just had evil written on them. So I was hog-tied, and then put a sock in my mouth, and he threw me in the closet. It's hard to convey how scary it is. I laid there, and I had trouble breathing, so I would find a way to arch my back and my neck and my feet so I could rest and breathe a little bit. And then I would use my hands to undo my feet. It took me so long to undo one little knot. I asked myself, why am I being tortured like this? Why is he doing this to me? It was like somebody practicing their craft and they're trying to get it to perfection. I would get out of that and I go try to fight him. Like, you doing? I could have died in there. And I would really try to physically hurt him. And it was like, Trav, you shouldn't be such a crybaby, man. You know, he's just playing around. I was like, yeah, but I couldn't breathe, man. Almost died in there. Tim had a very unorthodox time frame. When it's dark outside, he wants to wake up and hit the streets. It was almost like he was a vampire. When we asked him where was he going, he just say, a friend's house. But was that really true? He would come home and go straight to the bathroom and stand there for like an hour and a half. I was always wondering what he was doing in there. I tried to look under the door, and it looked like he was at the sink washing up, but never heard any water run. So one morning, I knocked on the door, and I was like, what are you doing? He was washing his shoes, and I thought that was bizarre. Wet the whole shoe and then scrub where you need to scrub. Take the soap and wash your shoestrings like this. I mean, it was like he was obsessed with it. Every time he went out, he made sure that he washed his shoes.
Yo, what are you doing up?
Why are you cleaning your shoes?
You have to stay fresh, Travis.
People look at your shoes, they'll judge you, and know what's up.
And I thought that was admirable. In hindsight, I would think that there was some evidence there that he was cleaning up. But the information he presented to me, at that time I took at face value. It made sense at the time.
Go to bed.
Buster!
I noticed something in the yard. I went out to check it out, and when I walked around the corner, I'm like, whoa. This is right before they arrested him. This is him while he's doing the crimes that he's committed. He has a slick look in his eyes, like he's getting away with a lot of stuff that you don't even know. Little did he know that his world was about to come crashing down right after this picture. Thanksgiving of '87, we were living in Arlington, Virginia. I was in high school. My brother was in a halfway house in Richmond. Richmond is an hour and 30 minutes away from Arlington, Virginia. And we had no idea that there was a serial killer on the loose in Richmond. He was labeled as the Southside Strangler. In Richmond, it was a whole fiasco. I mean, you had people going to the hardware stores, nailing their windows shut. The town was in a frenzy. We had no idea. Just an hour and a half down the road, pandemonium was going on. The Thanksgiving, when everything went down, he came home on a furlough. One morning, I let the dog out to use the bathroom, and the dog went out, and I was talking to him like, hey, hurry up.
Buster, where you at?
But on his way back to the house, it stopped and looked to the right. The dog noticed something in the yard. It wouldn't come back in the house.
Yo, let's go.
I went out to check it out, and when I walked around the corner, I see a bag on the side of the house, and I'm like, whoa, what's this bag doing on the side of the house? So I opened the bag up. I saw the army fatigue coat. I didn't even look to see what else was in there. I was just impressed with the coat, and I was like, I don't even care, but let me try this on. As soon as I put one arm in to try to see what it looked like,
Yo, what the hell are you doing?
my brother comes out of nowhere.
Yo, were you in my bag?
I was like, why is your bag out here anyway? Your bag should be in the house.
I think you heard me, bro. I'm serious. Don't ever touch my bag again.
Snatched it out of my hand. I was like, stay the hell out of my bag. So I didn't say anything. I never thought that he was per se hiding something, but there's definitely other stuff in the bag. Knowing what I know now, it probably would have been some tools, masks, gloves. I mean, it was the whole starter kit. After he got caught, that jacket proved to be evidence. It was time for my brother to go back to the halfway house. He wanted to get a ride with my uncle to save a little bit on the bus fare, so my uncle volunteered to take him.
Hello?
My uncle called back and was like, Travis, where's your mom? I gotta talk to her.
Yeah, hold on. Mom, it's for you.
I gave her the phone, and she was like, what? All I heard was, what?
Where did he go? Okay, bye.
And she hung up the phone, and I said, Mom, what's going on? She said, that was your uncle. He just told me that he dropped him off on the side of the road in Richmond. I guess at some point during their travels, my brother requested to get dropped off on the side of the highway, and my mom asked, was there anything around there? He was like, there's a mall across the street, so maybe he went to the mall. She asked me, what do you think it meant? I was like, I have no idea. And then, come to find out, years later after he got executed, he was using the malls to case potential victims. I didn't know that then. I just thought that he did not want to go to the halfway house. My mom and I had a routine. The day I found out something was wrong, I knew it, I could feel it, because she was home early. I go up the stairs and I see my mom in the room and she's crying, and I see a newspaper. And I asked my mom, I said, Mom, what's wrong? And she was crying, she couldn't stop crying.
Okay.
It was kind of an eerie feeling, and I knew that something big was going on. I just didn't know what it was. So I looked at the newspaper and I saw Timothy Wilson Spencer arrested for capital murder. Sitting beside my mom, I hugged her and kissed her and said, it is capital murder. And she just cried. She was devastated. I read the article 10 times. It didn't say how many victims, it just said brought up on capital punishment charges. I was in a daze. I was feeling numb. I was feeling confused. And I had a lot of questions that didn't have a lot of answers at that time. I look at those pictures of the victims, and I was like, that was me. It's tied up just like they were. Only thing is, I'm here to talk about it. When I read the article, he was arrested for breaking and entering, rape, murder. They didn't have how many. And as the days went on, more and more information was leaked. It went from one, then it was another one, then it was another one, then it was another one, and it was another one, to the point where he's a serial killer. And I'm like, no, not my brother. And the only thing I could think of was, why? If he did it, why? And that's the first thing I asked him when he called.
Hello? Travis. Tim? What the hell is going on? You got us terrified over here.
I asked him, did you do these things that these people are accusing you of? And he said, no. I wanted to believe him 100%. And I was like, well, thank God you ain't do it, because if you did do that, I ain't gonna feel sorry for you, man. And then he went on to say, you remember, I was at home with y'all. And when he said that, my heart sunk a little bit because I felt like he did it. He wasn't home with us.
I don't remember you being home at all.
I said, well, if you was at home with us, what all we do? He said, you don't remember? No, I don't. Enlighten me. And he...
Oh, Travis.
Nah, man. I ain't saying nothing but the truth.
And I told him, if you walking around here killing people, you deserve everything that they're gonna give to you. I don't think he had a empathy button that allowed you to feel for some other people. I just think he was missing that. Through small windows, preferably basement windows. Once he gained access into the house, he would sort out his victim. Some said that he's waited in some closets for hours until the victims got home. And you think you're all alone and let you get real settled in, and then out of nowhere, bam, the surprise element hits. He would tie them up and throw them in the closet. It's reported that he would choke the victims to the point of unconscious, and then revive them, bring them back a little bit, and then start the whole process over again. You know, I look at those pictures of the victims, and I was like, that was me. I was tied up just like they were. Only thing is, I'm here to talk about it. These are two of his victims, Susan Helms and Debbie Davis. Looking at these pictures, I feel like they're alive for just this 1 second. They're smiling, and he took their smile away from them. For the families of the victims that were affected by this tragedy, I want you to know that from the bottom of my heart, and I give you my most sincerest condolences, and I want you guys to know that I pray for you, and I wish you nothing but the best. This picture is of my brother Timothy Wilson Spencer the day he was being executed. And his sentence was execution. He never admitted to crimes, but he left semen and bodily fluids at the crime scene that he didn't think would lead to his arrest. First person in the United States convicted of murder through DNA. It's nice and sunny. It's a beautiful day. And we couldn't believe that this was going to be the last day that my brother was here on this earth. And I get inside the death chambers and I asked him face to face, was there anything I could have did? Better, so he be in this situation. And I asked him, he said no. And I said, do you have any requests that you want me to carry through? He said, yeah, I want you to make sure grandma all right. Take care, Mom. Take care, Mom. And for you, my brothers, just keep doing the right thing. I'll look out after you and bless you. And I told him I would do that. And I told him that I loved him. Told him he loved me. We got one last hug as a family. I had to pry my mom from him. She was holding on tight. She said, I don't want to let go of my baby. I don't want to let him go. If I let him go, they're going to kill him. Never heard anybody scream like that or cry like that. My photo album, all my pictures from basketball. All the hopes and dreams of going to play professional basketball was pretty much out the window. A lot of coaches stopped showing interest. I had to start all over. I went to school and I just felt like it was nowhere for me to go, so I started working.
Football so good.
Yeah.
I got into stand-up comedy. I've been in the comedy business for 22 years now and run 3 rooms in Virginia. And if it wasn't for laughter, I don't know where I would be today.
Thank you, College Park.
I see people laugh. I love to hear laughter and make somebody happy. After that long, dark ride, I try to pick up the positive things that he inspired me to do, and I try to do it to the best of my ability. He told me to just do the right thing. And I think I'll